So in this video, I want to show you how I optimize my different Etsy shops. If you're someone that's planning to run Etsy ads, or if you're running it already, you definitely want to check out this video, see how you can optimize it, and of course, not making you lose more money in ads. Because I get a lot of questions asking me, how do I read my stats? What does ROAS mean? How do I check my conversion rate and impression rate? So these are all things I'm going to go over for you in this video. Right now on my end, I'm just recording this pretty much around midnight. But as I was optimizing my own shops, as I'm going through this, I realized I might as well record this so I can show you guys how I would do it. But yeah, let's just jump right in. All right, so looking in here, this is one of the shops that I own, and I have a couple of listings here that's been recently listed the last week or two. This is the phase where after you've enabled Etsy ads, you want to let it run for at least a couple of weeks. Maybe your budget is $1, $5, $10. You want to make sure you gain enough data for you to be in this stage to optimize it. And right now, I've been running it for a while now, so I've collected enough data to know exactly what I want to do. And looking through here, you can see it got a lot of clicks, a lot of views, some decent amount of orders, and you can see from the revenue and spend count. Although it has a high revenue count, but the spending count is actually quite high as well. So if you look at the ROAS, it shows 1.12, meaning it's a 1.12x. So that's actually not that great of a return if you're doing something that's physical. Something I just want to add in case you don't know what ROAS means. In online marketing terms, it stands for return on ad spend. So for every dollar you spend on ads, you will get an X amount of dollars in return. For example, if you have an Etsy listing with a 3 ROAS, that means every dollar you spent on ads for that listing, you're getting $3 in return, which is a 3x. All right, let's get back into the video. And even in digital space, I would say that's okay. Whereas you want to see something more like this, where your revenue is around 1500, the spend is a lot less. So it's 2.6x, which is more ideal. Over here, you got some even better ones. You got the almost 5x. This is probably like what you really want to see in any scenario if you're doing digital or physical. But yeah, let's jump right into how I would optimize it. And I apologize if I have a lower energy right now. This is because it's pretty late, but I just want to make sure I record this for you guys. But yeah, let's jump right in. I'll go into the very first one just because this is the biggest seller right now. And I want to make sure that I optimize this correctly. So here you go onto the site and you click on search terms. And right now you get to see all the different keywords this listing is getting shown to. As you can see right here, people are searching home decor and this product is being shown for it. You can see how many views it has, if it has a high click rate. Sometimes it'll show you if there's a high order rate as well. So right here, this is something that has a high click rate and also a high order rate for this keyword. This is pretty much what you want to see. If it has the high click rate and the high order rate, this is perfect because, people are clicking it, which you're paying for that click, but they're also ordering. So this is perfect. Something else I want to address in case you're not familiar with how Etsy charges you on ads, you only pay when someone clicks on your ads. The amount you pay for it depends on how many people click on your ads and how valuable the place where your ad is being shown. Your cost per click can vary for each listing and each time it appears on search terms. And we're going to keep this one, but let me just start from the top and come back down. All right, so we're at the top again. So home decor, all right? So now it's all about what you think if this keyword is relevant to your listing. So this product is we're selling a plant support product, okay, as an accessory for plant lovers. And it's funny because actually, if you look at the product image here, it's literally this plant right here, the one in the in my shelving back there. I can do other videos on how I did my photography if that's something you're interested. Let me know in the comments if you're doing physical products. But yeah, okay, coming back down here, home decor. Do I want this item to be shown on home decor? Maybe not, because this is getting a lot of views, a lot of click rates, but I'm spending money on these click rates. So do I want this? I might check it off. Okay, maybe I want to keep plant because people who buy plants might need an accessory. So I might keep that on. Plant pot, sure, I'll keep these on. Coming down here, I'm not sure why there's this word. Maybe it's in a different language. I prefer not to have that on. All right, so you would pretty much just go down and turn off any of the keywords you don't think is relevant to your listing. All right, so let's check out another one here. This one, we're selling eco-friendly upcycled decor trays made from different materials. So one of the highest click rate ones is coffee. And like I mentioned before, we're not really selling coffee, even though one of the trays is made out of coffee beans, which is super cool. But you have to ask yourself, do I want the word coffee to be shown for this product? Because I have to pay for these clicks, these almost 1800 views, these clicks, I pay for these. Whereas come over here, the decorative trays. This is something I know for sure. If someone is searching decorative trays, I know they're looking for something like this because this is literally what it is, right? It's a decor tray. So I'm going to keep this on. I'm going to keep trays, coffee table decor. I think that's still relevant. I will keep this on. But just the word coffee, I'm going to check this one off. All right. So that's the first thing that you can do within your Etsy ads to start optimizing the keywords being shown for the listings. So the second thing you can do within your Etsy ads on how to optimize it is looking through this click rate section here. So what does click rate mean? Click rate means the ratio between people seeing your listing, as in an impression showing up on search, and how many people click on it. Okay. So if you divide the clicks by the views, you get the click rates. And the higher the percentages means the higher percentage of people who see it within the search amongst other competitors, they click on yours. So if you have a listing with a very low click rate, and the click rate is really depending on your niche. So I can't say what the exact good click rate is. It really depends on the category you're in. But if you have some listings that have really low click rate, then what you might want to do is maybe improve on your main image. Maybe you want to switch it out to something new. So the goal for this strategy is to consistently test out your main image and see which performs the best. This definitely takes time and work, but it can really pay off if done properly. For example, you can showcase your item in a studio background. You can showcase it in a lifestyle shot, meaning in a setting where the product will be used, or you can showcase it in a close-up photo, showing the textures, showing the details, and create curiosity. There's no right answer on how you can do this, but you just need to play around and see what works best for you and how it impacts the click rate. That's usually the case. Sometimes it can be the keywords that you have on the listing. Maybe it's not an accurate keyword, as especially the beginning of the keyword. If you have a good selling product, but you have a low click rate, then you might want to change out the main image. But make sure you collect enough data to know for sure that is the case. And once you've added a new image, you might want to wait a couple weeks, depending on what your ad budget is, until this new number shows up. And you can always filter this to show the date of when you changed it to like only showing the duration of when you change it to the new image. And from there, you can see what the new click rate is. And if it's a lot higher click rate, then you know for sure that changing the image has improved the listing. So that's another way on how you can improve your listing through looking at Etsy ads. All right. So I think I'm going to continue working on these listings. And I hope you found this video helpful. Whether you're thinking about starting ads or you've been running it, these little tips will really help optimize it. And if you're able to optimize the Etsy ad side, it actually really helps the organic side as well. Since these stats generally does play a role, not just in the ads, but also in the organic search. So make sure to like and subscribe if you have not already, if you're enjoying this content. And if you want to learn more about how to be successful at selling on Etsy, I'll be making more content on the regular. So I hope you have a good night and take care.